worksheet. I'm assuming we finished this in class today, this one, these problems here. So we're going to work this way. We finish page 1. I'll do page 2. Hopefully we stay in this pattern. Okay, so here, an ice cream shop invests $420 in equipment to make ice cream and $80 to freeze the ice cream. Sound familiar? I think we've done this problem before. Each price ice cream costs $2 to make and sells for $7. Okay, write an equation to represent the ice cream shop cost. So we need to find all the cost. Okay, the ice cream shop invests, this is a cost because they invest in it to make ice cream, and means plus $80 to freeze the ice cream. This is cost. I need to go get some ice cream. Yum. Each ice cream will cost this much to make. Okay, so $2 to make each ice cream times the number of ice cream. So $2 times the number of ice cream. So write an equation for the cost in dollars. Okay. Okay, so cost is $420 plus 80 to freeze it for the freezer cost, and another $2 for all other stuff for each ice cream. So X, probably cones and stuff, 2X. That's the cost. So let's replace the word cost with Y. Y then is X. X is the number of ice cream, right? Each ice cream. So I'll put it in blue. X is the number of ice cream cone. It's ice cream cone. Number of ice cream cone. Okay. And Y, we just erased Y, is in this case, it's cost in dollars. But then write an equation, another one, write an equation to represent amount of ice cream shop will make after selling ice cream to find a variable. Okay, another one is when they make money, we call that income. Call that income equals to, okay, when we make it, you're selling it to make money at $7 for $7 each ice cream, so we're selling it for $7 each, 7x. Okay, so X represents the number of ice cream sown, $7 times the number of ice cream cone you sell. That makes sense. Income, we also going to change it to Y, and we're going to make cost and then income in dollars for Y, for both cost and income. Determine what is the break-even point for making and selling ice cream. Explain what your answer means. Okay, determine the break-even point. That means where they meet. So we're going to use substitution. We're going to make this equals to this. We first can simplify these two to make $500. So $500 plus 2x. We make that equals to this one, 7x. Minus 2x on both sides. Minus 2x. 500 equals to 5x. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X equals to 100. 100 what? Ice cream cone. X represents 100 ice cream cone. Okay, Y define. Okay, if it's okay, let's use this equation here, right here, to find the cost and income to find what Y is, the cost and income for 100 ice cream cone. So Y equals, we'll use blue for that one. Y equals to 7x. So Y, cost and income, is 7 times 100 for 100 ice cream cone. We get Y is $700. So you're going to make $700 but you're gonna collect $700 for selling ice cream, but you're gonna also cost you $700. So, and essentially, you make your what is it when you, oh, the word slipped my mind. Your profit is zero. Goodness gracious. Okay. The break-even point. Break-even. Well, point is $100 and $700, which means you need to sell 100 ice cream cone which means you need to sell 100 ice cream cone, and which cost $700. But you will also make $700 selling 100 ice cream, which means your profit is zero. If you sell 100 ice cream cone, okay? Number 4, a fundraiser for a band trip. As a fundraiser for a band trip, Mr. Brink and the Ross band instructor, plans to sell hats that feature the school logo. The company producing the hats will charge the band $15 for design fee and setup fee cost, plus $5 per hat. The band member have decided to sell a hat for $10 each. They're gonna sell the hat for that much. Okay. Write a linear equation represents the production cost in dollars to make the hats. Define what your variable represents. Okay. You're writing a linear equation that represents the production costs. Okay. So how much it's going to cost you. This is a cost, designing fee and setup fee, and they're going to charge him $5 per hat. So X then represents the number of hats. Okay. So write a linear equation for that represents production cost. So Y then equals to cost. Okay. So you'd write 15 plus $5 per hat, X represents the hat, equals to the cost, Y. That's the equation. Okay, B. Oh, I forgot to have them write. We need to add this in. Goodness gracious. And write an equation that represents cost and income in dollars to make and sell hats. Uh-oh, because that's the whole point of this stuff. Oh, so sorry. Okay, selling. They're selling it for $10 each. So income, selling is income, y equals to 10x, right? X represent the number and income in dollars. Okay. B, what is the coordinate for the solution of this graph? What is the coordinate? What is the coordinates for the solution of this graph? Explain what it means as it relates to the problem situation. Okay, what's the coordinate for the solution of this graph? Okay, substitution. 15 plus 5x equals to 10x minus 5x minus 5x. 15 equals to 5x. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X equals to 3. 3 is the number of hats. Okay. 3 is the number of hats, and how much will it cost? Or what's the the cost for 3 hats? Y equals to 10x, or income in this case. Y equals to 10 times 3, $30 in both cost and income. Explain what it relates to the problem situation. Okay, well, let me write this. X equals to 3. The coordinates are, the solution is 3 hats for $30, which means it cost $30 to make 3 hats. But if you sell 3 hats, you'll make $30. So your profit, if you're a business person, your real profit, which we call that profit, your profit is essentially 0 at that point. You're not losing any money. Okay, let's graph this. Okay, this graph is small enough and it's counting by 5s. Look, 10, the rate of change here is 10 over 1. The rate of change here is 5 over 1. So we can count your y going up 5 over 1, up 5 over 1. So you count your y's by 1. By 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay, keep going like that. And then this one, because they cross at 330, it's so small, let's count by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, okay? X represents what? What does X represent? The number of hats. Y represents the cost or income. In dollars. Okay. Make sure you label your independent dependent. If you don't, I'm giving you half, because by now, you guys, you should remember these things. Okay? It's important when you do this. Okay. Number of hats. Okay, let's graph this. This is your cost, right? Line. You start at 15. So 15 is right here, your y-intercept. And you go up 5 over 1. Here's $5 over 1 each time. 5 over 1. This is going by 1, you see? Up 5 over 1. Up 5 over 1. Each time And that's our nice long line. And then this is your cost line, label it. Your next one is your income line. Your income line is this one. It starts at 0. Starts at 0 and it goes up 10 over 1. 5, 10 over 1. 5, 10 over 1. Okay. 5, 10 over 1. 5, 10 over 1.
What are you doing, Bryce? You've been sitting there for hours. You jump in the bathtub, homie. I just fallen on the
floor. Okay, so look, 330 is your solution. Same thing as $3 for 30, 3 hats for $30. Same as what you explained here. Okay, same thing for this one. Suppose you are a typing service, you buy a personal computer, that's a cost on which to do your typing. You charge this much, so you charge this as an income. The expenses is a cost, $50 per page times income is X, the number of page. For ink, paper, electricity, and other expenses represents how much you'll make and the cost. Okay, same thing, cost and income. Let's start with cost. This is your cost, and then this is your cost. So the cost is Y equals to 1750 plus 50 cents per page. X represents the number of page. Y equals to cost. Also equals to income, because you charge this much, so you're going to charge that much. So Y equals, you're going to make $5.50 per page. Use substitution to determine what is the break-even point and what does the solution represent. Okay, same thing. So you guys know how to do this. Substitution and explain, okay? All right, the sum of two numbers. Sum means add of two numbers. We don't know the numbers. We don't know what they are, so we give it the letter X and Y is 90. The difference, their difference is 18, so their difference is 18. Oh, difference is minus there, they mean X and Y equals to 18. Find the numbers. Okay. We use elimination. We haven't done this in a while, right? X plus Y equals to 90, and the other one, X minus Y equals to 18. We eliminate the Y. This is 1. That's 0. That's 2X equals to 108. Divide by 2. X equals to 54. Okay, X equals to 54. What does X represent? X represent one of the numbers. So one of the numbers, find the numbers. One of the number is 54. And the other one is okay. Well, we know they both add up to 90, right? So 54 plus another number equals to 90. You can subtract to find that other number. You get 36, correct? So the other number is 36. You add them together, you make 90. Okay, so I did this to see this one here. The sum of the two numbers, the second of the two numbers, is 5 more is equal to 5 more than twice. Twice means 2 times the first. 5 more than is plus, right? The sum of the numbers is sum of the numbers. So x plus y is 44. Okay, let's go back to here. The second of the two numbers. So here are the two numbers. The second is y. So then x represents the first number. Y represents the second number. So the second of the two number, which is letter y, is 5 more than twice the first number. The first number is x. Okay, so you got your two equation here. This equation right here and this equation right here. You would use substitution to solve this. So in place of this y, x plus, in place of this y, you put 5 plus 2x, okay, equals to 44. And you solve that for x. X is the first number. We're solving for the first number. So you get 3x plus 5 equals to 44. Minus 5 minus 5, you get 39 equals to 3x. Divide by 3, x equals to 13. So the first number is 13. And the second number is
take a shower, Bryce. Now.
okay, let's solve for what the second number is. If x is 13, you put it in there. That's 26, 5 plus. So the second number is 31. Okay, and the second number is 31. The work is right here. Substitute it back in, right? Okay. Make sure you answer the question. Find the numbers. We found the numbers. These are the numbers. Determine whether the association is positive or negative. State the association of the variables. Okay, so I don't want you to make, when you do this, I don't want you to make your bread anymore. I just want you to pick 2 points on the line of best fit. And you draw in your line of best fit. Okay, and make sure you, when you draw your line of best fit, you touch as many of those dots as you can that's on the graph. That's the best. Oh, and that's not necessarily a good line of best fit. Let's try it again. Or split them as much as possible. It's a good line, almost a great line, but okay, like that. This is a good one because you got 1, 2, 3 that's not touching, 1, 2, 3 that's not touching. It's a good even line of best fit, okay? Alright. So make sure you choose lines that are on there. So I'm going to choose this one. And that one's a good one, and this one right here, right? And it's counting by $2.35. So this one is 220,000 gallons of gasoline at the price of $2.35. Okay, 200 for $2.50. Make sure you choose dots on your line of best fit. Do not make the bread anymore. Don't want to see it. We just want to see the line of best fit. Okay? That's the whole purpose of this. Okay. This line is obviously going down. Okay, if you don't see that, I wrote it on there. It's going down. It's a negative association then. Association. Now state the association of the variable. Okay, negative association because as price as the number of gasoline sold increase, the price goes down. As the number of gasoline, number of gallons of gasoline, because as the number of gallons of gasoline, we're assuming it's gas, number of gallons sold, increase, prices decrease. Draw a line of best fit, which we did, and then write a linear equation, of a line of best fit. Okay. I want it in slope-intercept form. So we pick the 2 points. That's x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, y minus y1 equals m parentheses x. M here is equals to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. M equals y2, 250, minus y1, $2.35. X2, 200, minus x1, 220. M equals to 15 cents, right, over negative 20. We can't have 2 decimals and a fraction. Can't do that. So you need to use a calculator and use just all decimals. So put in your calculator's 0.15 divide by 20. It is a negative. Slope is a negative 0.0075. If those are the 2 numbers. Now, you could have chose 2 different dots. Okay, you can't have 2 decimals, and a fraction is another decimal. That's why I say 2 decimals. So make sure you make it into a decimal like that, and go y minus y1, which is $2.35 equals to m, which is negative 0.0075 parentheses x minus x1, which is $220. 220 gallons, thousands of gallons. Distribute, you finish this. You guys know how to do this, the rest, right? Yeah, make sure you, and then what is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is probably something around, whatever your y-intercept is. You know it's not this one. The y-intercept is the other number, okay? This is called the slope in this problem. Okay, that's called the rate of change or slope. All right? and that's it. Right. Basically.